Oh, there you go. I'm sorry. Look at that. Already messing up. I'm sorry. I forgot that when I switched over the settings, it needs to be attached. Sorry about. Thank you, Rob. Thank you for hanging in there. Look, let me start all over again. Wow, whole like 20 minutes of just talking to myself. Um, yeah, I didn't think about that. I started the show kind of late, so I got to go back and do edits. Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome to My Manic Mondayz. I am now on my own. This is my own network. I wanted to say that I was just saying that I'm still associated with D&D Escape. We're still working together. I'm doing a lot with them still. Crowd the Fun, still a show I created with them. But My Manic Mondayz got a little too serious, especially with the passing of JDF and the interview and whatnot. I figured, well, a lot of people, you would have a more of a direct access to me here. A lot more people had been reaching out, so here I am. I am ready to do what it is I have to do. I don't know, but welcome to My Manic Mondayz. This is the movie and mental health show. I'm CJ Robles. I am a filmmaker, animator. What else do I do? Podcast. I do stand-up comedy too. I'm working on that. Been practicing that for a little bit. Still in my first year on it, but I'm an improv actor and I work at an improv theater as well. So I've been getting a lot of practice in. Hopefully I'm coming. Let me see. Let me make sure. Hold on. Sound check. All right, here I'm coming in now. See, if I would have had my headphones, I would have known. Anyways, let's see. I got a comment already. Rob, let's see what we got here. I'm going through a lot with my wife because our cat's health is declining, and we may have to make a tough decision soon. Oh, I'm sorry, Rob. Yeah, decisions, man. There are tough to make sometimes with like family choices and whatnot. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for sharing that with us. But you know, that's I was actually telling somebody today about having a puppy or a pet. Like it's all they're great companions and cats as well because you get to spend a lot of time with them. So as you grow, you grow as an individual, your pet and your companion grows with you, and you have a lot of memories and moments with them. So yeah. But it is life. This is the movie show. So I don't know. Should we talk about Pet Cemetery? Just joking. Remember, stand-up comedian. Thank you for letting me know, Rob, that you couldn't hear me because I would have gone forever. Because I had it set up and then I switched it over, and then now, now it's now this is the show. Let's get started. Like I said, I'm still with an association with the Indie Escape Network, so don't forget to like and subscribe to the Indie Escape. This is a great network with people that are getting together and just look at this. Look where we're at now. This is like 2 years ago, we didn't have anything. Now look at this. You guys got like designs and graphics. I just like it. I like everything we're going with. So we have a lot of shows about interviewing creative people. So you're gonna have like people other filmmakers, actors, writers, directors, producers, singers, songwriters. They just come on the show, and on a lot of the shows, like End of the Night with David Lee Madison. Also, I've had a lot of like people from the network come on my show. So if you go back in archives, My Manic Mondayz episodes 1 through 54 are on the Indie Escape Network, so you can still see those. But yeah, so I'm about like networking, helping people out, and as much as I can because I do get busy, and I have to learn. A couple years ago, I mean, a while back, I used to say no to everything because I didn't think I was ready, and I was always intimidated. And then as I got older, I found out you had to say yes, and I started saying yes to too many things. So now I'm like, all right, so let's calm it down a little bit. So now this year, I'm kind of working a lot more on myself, on my shows and my own things. It does get a lot for me because I do have a child, and I put on that's where all my time's going. I'm putting all my time into him. So with that being said, yeah, the other creative stuff has to kind of take a little break. I have to take a pause on some of this, but I have been working on a lot of different things that I said I was going to work on. So it's just writing and working on ideas and growing those ideas and letting them simmer for a little bit. And I'm going through the whole process of writing a comic book right now. I'm also doing my short movies. I write a lot of short stories. But before we go, let me give the shout outs on the show. Sorry, I had to set up for the Indie Escape. So we got some shows coming up. Let's see. The Indie Escape Network presents The Sticky Microphone Thursday, March 9th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with special guest voice actor writer Billy West. Live Q&A on the Indie Escape Network. Yes, this show's with Wendy. This is going to be a great show. I have met Billy West twice online and at the Big Texas Comic Con that recently passed on October in San Antonio. He's always pleasant. He's a great guy. He's also, I believe, let's see Billy West real quick, 'cause I believe he is autistic. So mental health. Let's find out. I'm not. I want to say anything that's not right, but let's see. I think I read this. Well, Wikipedia. Let's see. Billy West is American actor, voice Bugs Bunny, 1996 Space Jams. He's also Futurama is one of my favorite, by far one of my favorite animated series of animated shows because it's just hilarious and I love like everything that they put into that show. Just it was like Simpsons came out, did everything that they did, and then when they came out with the Futurama, it was just they kind of got it right with the 2000s. I just like staying in also in the future. I'm really big into places far, far away. My whole thing is why can't I live in a galaxy far, far away and have a part-time job on the Enterprise? So I could just actually Google it, and that would be a lot better than. So he was also Ren and Stimpy. I had a great conversation with him online, and then I had a conversation with him at the Big Texas Comic Con, which was fun. Well, I guess let me just write in there. There we go. Personal life was married to Violet Benny, but they're divorced. Let's see. I could have sworn I read that somewhere. I'm sorry if I may fact check it though, because I do not want to get in trouble. So let's see. Let's just Google. Does Billy West have autism? Let's see. I remember because I was doing my research before I when I interviewed him. Actor, comedian, personality with autism. Yeah, there it is. Or it says according to Autism Advocacy Fandom. What does it say here? I just read that. There we go. Comedian, musician, personality, autism, and ADHD. So it is possible to be a still a performer. And look, Billy West is a prime example, and he's great. Like just talking to him, he's really like one on one, and I like people who like talk about their content and how passionate he is about a lot of the stuff he does. So it was fun talking to him. So I could find that photo, but we'd waste time. We don't want to waste time on tonight's show on that. But they're gonna have Billy West. It's gonna be awesome. And then, oh, look at this. The Indie Escape presents the Sticky Microphone. So this is going to be 3 days from now, this Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with David Howard Thornton. That's got to be, you see that in the background? Look, he's got, you see that, the guy, see that right there? Terrifier, see Art the Clown? That's Art the Clown. He's also now on The Grinch. So, yeah, he's going to be hanging out. He's a frequent flyer here at the with the Indie Escape Network. Not here, but with the Indie Escape Network. And then they got one more flyer. Let's see. This is Generation Movie. The Indie Escape presents Generation Movie with JW and Rich. New night, same time, starting Monday, February. Wait, what? You guys. As soon as I walk out, they slide right into my slimes. Oh, man. I'd love to seat warm for you guys. So, say, these guys. Generation Movie. It's gonna be. It's an awesome show that they do. They you got Rich, the writer, who what I like to say, like he really goes into it as like a writer's mindset, and then you have JW, which is like encyclopedia of movies and understanding like how they started and how they ended and where they go. So this is a great thing to watch for the Escape. So I always say check out the Indie Escape, and if like I said, I'll still be floating around in there. But what was I talking about before that? All right, yeah. So definitely I was talking about how because I was a very happy the other day because a couple of my friends who coincidentally have the same name, who I've invited to come on the show tonight, their names are Mark, Mark Allen, and Mark Bay. They posted about their mental health on social media on Facebook, and it was very to me like it was very like I was like not like a proud moment, but like more like I was very like it was, I don't know what am I trying to say, very like just cool that they did that. I was very like amazed. I was like cool that people are open about talking about things, and how they work with it and how they struggle. And Mark's a musician, so I would like to. I think he's on tour right now, so I suppose gonna have him on. But I'll say that he what do you call it? Mark kind of wrote out that he wasn't feeling very well, and I reached out to him, and well, the reason Mark is very important to me because he's always been a musician. And one thing is, I've known this kid. I grew up with this kid, and he is I taught him how to play basketball when we were younger. So I'm only like 2 years or older than him, but growing up, sixth grade, eighth grade, whatnot. So I taught him how to play, and the guy had like a killer instinct. I always liked about him, and in 2013 or 2012. I can't remember now. I think it's 2012. Because Mark was in Joseph Badia and Mike. They were in a band called the Baseline Bums, and these guys go on tour. And these guys, they were touring back in the day. It was a punk rock band, and they brought me with them. So here's Mark back in the day. This is like so what are we in 20? This is about like a 10-year-old photo, maybe 11-year-old photo, and there was Mark right there jamming out. This is in Tacoma, Washington, and I caught him in the moment, just being himself and having a good time. And I think that's awesome that like musicians, they just keep writing, keep working, and I love that I was able to capture those moments with him. And the reason that's a big deal is because through that experience, I would like to. I've been toying on an idea with this movie of like on like a band, and so I'm working on it. But it's basically that whole tour. I went with these punk rock band. And I just hung out on the West Coast with them, and I really got to learn and express myself and understand things. And it's always been a cool idea of mine just to kind of relive that, not relive it, but retell that story. And but I don't know, it was a good experience. Something I just it's the way it even all started, like just to tell the story of how I got there, and because I was telling my brother, because my younger brother, Babo, he's been hanging out. He's with me right now. It's pretty cool. It's a cool experience. My brother is 18 years younger than I am. He's been on the podcast before, I believe twice, maybe two or three times. And yeah, I got him in the league, so we play basketball together on Fridays. And I gotta say, man, this is pretty cool that I get to spend time with my brother like this. It's something I always like never thought of would be cool, but we're doing this. We're trying to get going with podcasting and trying to get more on the marketing and branding and helping more, just getting more looking into that because we like doing like small talks and business and talks. And I was like, let's just do a podcast. This is what I do. So he's here now with me, and I enjoy every minute of it. Have him here. It's been fun. So and this is my one of my companies, but this is my video production company that needs attention. It hasn't had attention in a minute, but Shipwreck Studios has been part of the Austin Gay Basketball League, and I've been sponsoring for 9 years now. So yeah, it's been cool. Our in between brother, so it's me, and then we have another brother. He should come out and support us. He should be our so it'd be three of the brothers out there. He's not really a basketball player. He's a cross country guy, a track guy. So it'd be kind of cool if he was out there with us. But get him to sign up so we could have all three of us out there on the court. I gotta just play defense really, and defense is just getting in the way. But I have him out here because we have a plan, we have a goal. I did end up losing a lot of time. I didn't let it like. So let's talk about open up in a little bit. February 1st, I had some deadlines on some personal goals I was doing. Found out I really needed Wi-Fi and electricity for this to work, but because of the freeze we had here, a lot of trees broke, fell on top of a lot of transformers and power lines. So I was out of power for 3 days, and then the following weeks, like every other day, I kept losing power. And I did learn a lot about myself. I did learn that I enjoyed what do you call it? Fire. I like firewood. Just burning it was nice. It was freezing. It was like 32 degrees, 24 degrees, and just burning this fire through my chimney that I haven't never used. Just trying it out, and it felt good. It was good. Like it was good for me to like get my eyes rested because I don't really like wearing these blue glasses, all the time. But they help out. But I was wearing my glasses. I was just like not wearing contacts and just letting my eyes heal. Still going to work and whatnot. But it really got me to be like, all right, we've got to push back a deadline a little bit, but we're still working on other things. Other projects are coming our way, so let's just keep going. But one of the main projects we have here is we're building a space station in my backyard. Yeah, trying to get a podcast studio going, at least for me, because it's life is happening. I'm having two giant what will I say, two giant life changes happening beginning of the next month in March. So I kind of have to prepare for those. And this the studio room I'm in, my domain, this is will no longer exist. So that's why it's all kind of coming apart. I've been renovating the house, and this is my I'm in the, I guess technically the, I don't know if it's the biggest room, but one of the bedrooms, the bigger bedrooms. And my son's gonna get this one because he's growing. He's huge. He's already like tall. So it's crazy how like children just time does exist. You see them growing, and So it's time for him to move into here, and I will take over the backyard. Yeah, I got my garden back there. I'm fine with it. But I think the fact that times are changing, and I kind of have to kind of go through this because I don't want him to. He's like we have two big rooms and a tiny room. He's in the tiny room right now, and it's more of an office, so it seems suitable for us just to keep it as an office, and then for me just to go outside. That being said, I'm building a shed in my backyard. I've never done it before, so it's I got the foundation going, but as in like moving on from there, we got to first finish the inside of the house. Reason I'm bringing up these renovation things, stories on a movie show, is because I this far right here. Like I need just to do tile and then tape and float and paint, and I'll be pretty good. And then put the vanity and the toilet bowl in. And this guy right here, this has been the bane. This thing has been a pain. I was requested, someone requested for me to put this in here, yada yada, and it's been a pain in the butt to get it like exactly leveled and get it down. But I got it. I hit it. I hit the mark, but I didn't let it get to me. That the thing is, the renovation, we started it, and then the cold happened, so I've been kind of on pause a little bit. But I've been watching some movies, and I've been watching a lot of HGTV, and it's just one of those things where it kind of builds confidence. You're gonna mess up, things are gonna happen, so just keep going with it. But yeah, I really want to share it because getting these like getting I've already renovated the kitchen as well because the guest bathroom, the kitchen walls are all together. So I just tore it all apart. So I don't have a kitchen right now either. But getting it all removed, taking everything off, and getting it all getting like hiring people to throw your dump. Um, like when you start seeing all that change, especially when they pick up all the trash and everything's gone. It's that stress that I was having last year from like doing all the I'm trying to do all the like graphic designs, shows, events. I'm trying to be at places, traveling a lot, and then coming home to that old like guest bathroom and the kitchen just kind of like it was just I had enough. So this year I said I'm gonna hit it hard, when I can. So I think I've started like 4 or 5 weeks ago, and there's a little bit of inconveniences, but the more I keep seeing chipping away, the more I get like the stress. That was the thing. Like the show starting the way it starts when my graphics were that's it's whatever. Do you like the music? Anybody hear the music before? That was I made that music on GarageBand, just loop diddy loop, just loopity loop. But I like it. It was I was watching Die Hard, and when you watch Die Hard, you kind of watch one, two, and three, and I don't know. I got on. I wanted to learn how to use GarageBand and loop, and I just started. I kind of made a Die Hard inspired song, so that's what we're hearing. But I definitely think like getting rid of the stress on that alone, it helps me think because I've been writing like crazy because I am super inspired right now, and I've been getting a lot of ideas out from my comic book, The Power Within. And I gotta say that once you really do learn, like for me, when I learned to like get my priorities done and just once this thing is done, hopefully by the next couple of days, I'll be able to like really like be I don't know. It's also I want my family to have a nice house, Chris Hole, hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, it is, dude. Like, Chris Holt. This is one of my MOTG motion graphic designer buddies, companions. There, we graduated together. It's yeah. When you get he bought a house at the same time I did at college, and he was renovating it. Hopefully you got all your stuff going. But yeah, like I had, dude, since I bought the house, I didn't renovate it. I recently did it, but yeah, it's a crazy kind of stress when you really just get it off your back, and you can really, but also just the demolishing part. Like my house is from 1977, and like just yeah, you have 1977 sheetrock hanging around, just breaking it up and taking it up and tearing it up. Like it feels good, and for the most part, it's I don't. I think it's just actually getting the out with the old in with the new kind of feel, and I think that's what's going on with here with my whole. I didn't even realize I made a little like a little place to hang out for me in a safe space. I got a safe space. I didn't know I had one until I like 5 years later. I was putting all my stuff here, and I have all my a lot of my adventures here. Let me see if you can see that. Got a lot of the adventures here. So I got a bunch of stories too. It's never ending project, but very entertaining. Yeah, I gotta say, watching the HGTV shows though, like that helped me. I don't know. It's just when I started framing everything out for this guy, when I started framing, see this thing out, when I started doing it, I had to put studs in there. I had to put my own studs in, and I had to do my own like frames to add it to more support. And wow, it was just seeing it and then seeing how they do it, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm like kind of, I get it, I get the skeletons about it, which is actually one of my. Let's talk about that real quick. So on this show, we go anywhere, and this is a very organic, it's open discussion, meaning that we can talk about anything. And if I choose to talk about it, exactly, because I don't do politics, I don't do religion. Sorry, people. Let's see. Here we go. This one show right here. Look at this show. This is a show that we tend to watch. Here's a fan favorite here at the house. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see where we at. I like the show a lot. Good Bones. This is such a cool show. Mom and daughter flipping abandoned houses in Indianapolis. Mina Starsiski. Oh man, I gotta start reading again. Tad Starsaski and Austin Haynes. Yeah, Tad. Mina and Tad. I think Mina's the mom. No, I don't remember. But this is a very cool show. Yeah, it's a family show, and they come around and they just renovate houses. And I gotta say that IMDb actually has 43 pages of their work. And as we go, look at that, bad times. And this is what they do, and it's also like what I like. It's like filmmaking and like animation as well. You make a plan, you stick with it, you follow it, and you will eventually get to the end. I like watching the before and afters. Where are the before and afters, you know? But this is a good show. I think it's funny. I think the brother cracks me up. Tad, man, he's exactly like when you watch him, you're gonna get exactly what you're thinking. But yeah, dude, I enjoy this show a lot. This is a pretty cool show with just like the interactions, the way they shoot it. It's one of those where I kind of want to see like could I remake kind of the show myself, not like as in a renovation, but like something in that format of like family, business, do-gooders, whatever. But we gotta, I guess, get started, right? But yeah, I enjoy that show a lot. That's a very, very cool show. It's, I don't know, also just like the main I guess Mina, she was a waitress for like 9 years, and I was a waiter for 9 years. So it's pretty cool that you can relate, and you can kind of see what other people do in kind of your kind of field. So I liked waiting tables. I feel like I got a little too old though, and when I say that I don't mean age, I mean in the actual field. Because being like when you become like a 10-year vet at something, if you're not passionate about it, and you just cut corners, I don't know, you just find shortcuts. But I feel like if you're passionate about anything, it's kind of hard to work. I think with like if you go back, side by side, one of the shows I got that we're gonna try to revive. It's a show I have with Ben Garrett. It's a movie podcast where we take two movies and just discuss them, talk about them. We did Waiting and Salmon Slamming, and that was our longest episode, sitting at like three and a half hours, like 3 hours and 28 minutes. And I did kind of bash a lot of people, not personally, but just the way waiters are. And I will say it was during pandemic. I got emotional, but I'll say it's always been a part of me, and it's always something I enjoyed. I think that if I were to do a restaurant job again, I'd have to own or I'd have some kind of decision making in the process. It'd be hard for me to like kind of just start from scratch and just be a waiter. It'd be like to do a shift and stuff. It'd be too hard. But I think also like I still love it because the other night I think we saw this on, let's see, it probably was, let's see, I think it was Saturday night. We stayed up late Saturday night because I didn't have to work Sunday, or Sunday morning. So I watched this movie with my brother and showed it to him. And that's the cool thing I like about this stuff that we were showing. He's showing me a lot of like his interests. I'm showing a lot of my interests. And yeah, I'm finding out what's keeping these youths, what they like these days. But we were watching Chef the other day, and I love this movie. Let's watch the trailer. Let's do this together. Sorry, let me let's do this. Do the trailer.
Give me a kiss. Bye.
How come I'm like never allowed to be in the kitchen?
Because it's hot and it's loud and there's a lot of bad language.
So I hear bad language all the time.
Where?
YouTube.
YouTube has bad language?
Yeah.
What is this madness, huh?
It's carne asada. Check it out.
Holy chef, big dog, up all night cooking. Get up and taste this, moose douche. Come here. Look at that.
You like it?
Yeah.
We're gonna cook like this.
We're being reviewed by the most important critic in the city. And now suddenly you're going to be an artist. Well, be an artist on your own time.
So you're threatening to fire me now?
No, I'm telling you what I'm prepared to do if you don't cook my menu.
What do you say?
I don't think I should read it.
Can you read it to me, please?
I would rather have you sit on my face after a brisk walk on a warm day than suffer through that lava cake again.
You sit and you eat and you vomit those words back. You're not getting to me! He's not getting to me!
Dad, that went viral.
Wow. You're trending, bro.
You're never going to be happy cooking for someone else.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've never not known what I was gonna do. I'm lost.
I think that's a good place to start. Carl, you need to take a break.
So what are you gonna do?
You're gonna laugh. I got a food truck.
Tony, Carl's got a taco truck.
What the hell are you doing here?
When I heard your voice, I was like, that's what I want to do.
We take it back to something simple. Let me see if I got something to say anymore.
Woo! Step right up. Best Cuban food in all of South Beach. Who's hungry?
How'd you get that crowd?
I tweeted it.
It's good, right? I might not do everything great in my life, but I'm good at this. I get to touch people's lives with what I do, and I want to share this with you. Hi, Nez.
Are you okay?
He's fine. He's got a couple of burns and 2 stitches from a paring knife. You know your son's a cook now?
I had beer.
What?
He says I love you.
Oh yeah, I love this movie. That's like one of my favorite movies. The Chef, like it's. I think what I was like watching my brother watching it, like this is a very like articulate, artsy film where they really take time when they do cooking. He's actually learned how to like I guess be a chef in this. I can't remember it. Let's go through the trivia real quick. So I know Jon Favreau did. He actually learned a lot to do with this movie, but well, you know, I should have done a little bit more research on it, but I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because the thing I love about this movie is that it actually shows a lot of the beautiful parts of waiting and a lot of the difficult parts and how do you figure out like what you're doing for yourself. And yeah, Chef's an amazing movie. I see this go around. I saw the part as if like the story I've seen the movie. I don't know. I'm double digits for sure. And when I say double, it's like 18, 19 times. And we watched it the whole time last time. So I'm sitting up there a lot. Because the scenes where like they talk about the food and the way he talks about things. The thing I caught this time was the actual like story of a guy going on his own or just the hero going on the hero's journey. And I focused on that. But there's a lot of little subtleties I picked up, like when they talk about a dish that he tried to do. I think it was the busca, or Freddie said, or he said that he goes, yeah, turn into family meal, like little things like that. These little subtle little quotes or little lines in the movie where I'm like, oh, that's exactly how we would say it at work, or that's how you do it as a waiter. And you know, do a little YouTube shout out, because there is a YouTuber, well, I'll find him later. She'll shout out next time. Too much on the spot right now. But no, that movie's amazing. I think the fact that one of my favorite cameos by one of my favorite actors of all time, Robert Downey Jr., and that's why he's the quote of the night. So I'm going to pick RDJ real quick. Listen, smile, agree, and then do whatever you were going to do anyway. Robert Downey Jr. I love RDJ, man. I love him since when I was a kid. I used to watch his movies and just always like American Hero, what is it, Word Science, just everything he was in back then. Even he was like in a Natural Born Killers. I always love just his personality. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, him and Val Kilmer. I love that movie. I have that. That was one of my first, if not my first digital download because it was like $8 or something. I was like, I'll just buy it. I'd never seen it before. Oh no, I think I saw it at the theater and I bought it. I can't remember, but I remember just loving this movie. And Robert Downey Jr. is by far like one of my favorite actors. He was like, I don't have a favorite actor or performer anymore. I just kind of enjoy everybody's because I watch a lot of the, because if I just stay with one performer like Michael Keaton, which I always do, then watch all of Michael Keaton movies, and then I'm kind of I'm limiting myself. So I kind of want to open it up more. But before Robert Downey Jr. was Iron Man, he did have struggles with addiction. So let's kind of talk about that real quick, because I myself struggle with that, but I have not had issues for a minute because, focus, practice, repetition, you build all these things up, and you just learn over time. And it's hard. It is difficult, but you will get through it. Everybody will. So here we go. I just put RDJ. Look, it just pops out. Robert Downey Jr. And he was in his father, Robert Downey Sr., was a filmmaker as well. And I believe he starts his career as young as 4 years old. So he's 57, RDJ. So let's see real quick. Early life, was born in Manhattan, New York. The younger of, anything you touch your highlights. Come on. Let's see where else. Let's go. Where I wanted to, career. I think he did start when he was like very, 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 like, there's a photo I've seen when he was like his dad's movie when he was 4. Oh, well, let's see where we go on, because Wikipedia is not like the best, but here we go. Here, see, there's for that. So mugshot of him arrested in 1999, 2001. Career setbacks, 1996 through 2001. Downey was arrested numerous times on charges related to drugs, including cocaine, heroin, and marijuana. Throw marijuana out of there. He went through drug treatment programs unsuccessfully, explaining in 1999 to a judge, "It's like having a shotgun in your mouth and you've got a finger on the trigger and like the taste of the gunmetal." Ooh, deep, RDJ. But man, that's why he makes him such a good actor. That's why he's so expressive. I have been I do get when people meet me or talk to friends, they're like, yeah, very monotone, but I like acting on stage. I like acting in movies, and so I feel like, so I practice a lot of my acting. I am gonna start getting more on stage though. I'm missing it, and it's not as cold anymore as it's rainy, so no more excuses. I did want to go do stand up tonight, but with the reno and the show, and then kind of still wanted to pick up the quality of my show. Wanted to make sure I at least start putting more time into it. So I had some time right now, and I had to, or wasn't gonna get it done. This show is always gonna air on Monday nights at 8:05 p.m. Central Standard Time, so I will always be here. So if anybody ever wants to chit chat, hang out, this is my time to hang out and discuss things, holding class, I guess, shall we say. And but I'm enjoying just learning about things, and here's the resurgence, 2001 to 2007. So just because you're down doesn't mean you're out, and even when you're out, take a break and come back at it, because Iron Man, like, I don't even, it's like there's a certain point there, it's at him, or is it RDJ, or what's going on, but we do have let me see, I stopped sharing, boom. All right, so no, but Robert Downey Jr. is a big influence on me, and a lot of the things I like to see is his career, but is also the things he did like outside of his career. Even Bowfinger, I love him in Bowfinger. He has such a cameo, like he has this cameo in Chef, is by far like one of my favorite cameos of all time. It's that one scene, but he has a small role in Bowfinger with Steve Martin and Eddie Murphy and Jamie Foxx, and who was Heather Graham. Who else is in that movie? There's a lot of people in that movie, but it's such that movie. I love that movie. I want to do a breakdown of that movie, so maybe we can break that one down next time, because everybody's sitting here. Hey, what's up? Due Date. Yeah, he was good in Due Date. What's up, Manalada? Yeah, he was good in Due Date as well, and with Zach Galifianakis. Yeah, Due Date was funny. I got to give it another view. It's been a minute. You know which movie we saw this weekend? And this is talk about another person. So I saw that one, and we saw another one. So this is other movie that I think I wanted to talk about it, because I don't know why this movie told me. I thought of Due Date as soon as this movie popped in my head, and I just finished watching it. Hi. Oh wow! See, this is the show's gonna shift a lot, because now we're in my world with my people that are gonna just talk at me like they talk at me. See, see what I mean? Now it's more direct. If you need to get a hold of me, you can, and I don't have to I don't have to like show you 4 or 5 different plays. Now we're gonna go straight direct. But if you still want to see the other shows, I highly recommend them. I'm gonna be eavesdropping and coming out on a lot of them, so we're gonna be building the network as well. We're gonna build it strong, and we're gonna have some shows. So look out for Crowd the Fun. Now Crowd the Fun is gonna be the Indiegogo show that we do on the Indie Escape. So we'll probably do like on a Thursday or Saturday. But it's gonna be we're gonna bring other creatives and filmmakers or just other people that have an Indiegogo that needed a little support or want to grow it more. We're gonna be doing that. But I want to learn how to do that as much as I can because I myself am needing funding for my movies. We'll be talking about a few of my stuff right now before we head out. But hang out at a lot of let's talk some movies. Yeah. She used to whoop my butt in NBA jams, and I'm good at jams. But that game's rigged though. That's why I don't like about NBA jams. It's rigged, I tell you. It's so rigged. All right, but let's talk about the movie I did. Another movie I saw. Cause like when I want to relax, like I watch a movie, and I'm trying to branch off a lot from a lot of the movies I've seen. But for some reason, I just like this movie. I like this movie. I've seen this movie about 5 times now. I saw it at the theater. But this movie, I think I saw the extended version this time because I don't remember a lot of the scenes that happened.
I'll do it!
Oh, sorry, I just kind of jumped into that. Let's do the trailer. This is called Take Me Home Tonight. I believe it's based in like the 90s, but we got Topher Grace, Anna Faris, is that Teresa Palmer, and Dan Fogel. And yeah, this is it's surprisingly, it looks like a cheesy, but it's a very, very R-rated movie. Yeah, it's R-rated. Here we go. Check it out. Let's dig into it. Take Me Home Tonight. 2011, rated R, 1 hour, 37 minutes. It's got a 6.3 on IMDb. Hold on, let's pause this real quick. It's got a 6.3 on IMDb, and it's a comedy drama romance. 4 years after graduation, an awkward high school genius uses his sister's boyfriend's Labor Day party as a perfect opportunity to make his move on his high school crush. It does have some sappy, cheesy moments. I was kind of saying it's our version of 16 Candles, but if it was kind of like rated R, I guess, or I don't know. I was kind of figuring it. There's a few campy moments in this movie, but I think it's supposed to have them, and then it hits the spot. So I'm okay with that. I will allow it. Michael, as the director, is Michael Dawes, and writers are Jackie Filgo and Jeff Filgo and Topher Grace for the story. Wow, stars Topher Grace, Anna Faris, and Dan Fogel. So yeah, let's do a little trailer real quick, just because it's 32 seconds. Why not?
Tori Frederiking is back.
Did you even ask her out?
You went to Sherman, didn't you?
I did.
You won the attendance award.
Yeah.
There comes a night in your life.
Word is someone's gonna ride the ball tonight.
This looks suicidal.
When you just gotta say,
I'll do it!
Could be worse.
It couldn't be any worse.
Put your hands in the air!
Wow, wrong again.
Take Me Home Tonight. Rated R. In theaters March 4th.
In theaters March 4th. Hey, it's almost gonna be its anniversary. Yeah, this movie was it's rated R. It's hard R. I'd give it that. Chris Pratt's actually freaking amazing in this movie too. I really enjoyed it. Ooh, I gotta be careful with that. I really enjoyed Good Times. Oh, the movie Good Times? Is that the one you're saying? Love it. Yeah, Take Me Home Tonight. It's that awkward guy story, but it's pretty cool in the way they tell it. Because, well, I guess, let's see, because there's another movie that I'm going to watch that I've seen a lot of times because this is about high school. And I do have a, let's see, I do have a 20-year reunion, believe it or not. I have my 20-year reunion coming up. So I'm on the committee there. I was asked, so I'm going to help out what I can. But, so, going back in the past and coming back and hanging out in the high school. So we gotta give a shout out to one of my favorite movies. I love this movie just in general. I took my brother to go watch this when it first came out, and for obvious reasons, and for why I wanted to watch it, but also because I knew my brother was gonna love this movie. But it's a Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion, 1997. Here, let's pause this real quick. 1997, rated R, 1 hour 32 minutes. 6.3, another 6.3 with 49,000 votes. Comedy: two dim-witted, inseparable friends hit the road for their 10-year high school reunion and concoct an elaborate lie about their lives in order to impress their classmates. I mean, you could totally lie. I don't know what's easier to lie now. If it was back then when no one had social media, or now when you can actually like lie about, get good at Photoshop, and you can really make yourself look like you're successful. Director David Merkin, writers Robin Skiff, stars Mira Sorvino, Lisa Kudrow, and Janine Garofalo. I got the real Janine Garofalo. Oh, I'm seeing Rob Schneider this week, so got some stand-up coming in. But let's watch this trailer real quick, because I love this movie. I think everything from the way it's told, the way the transitions are, the way that it does like kind of tell you about change and who you are and being yourself. You know, that's like a big deal. And I think watching a movie like this, and I totally, you know why I'm watching this, but you know why I took my brother to watch this, and this is it's a great story though. In between, like, like the film's great, the way it's told, and the story itself is great, and the acting is amazing.
Remember the prom? You got so thin by then.
I was so lucky getting mono. That was like the best diet ever.
Meet Romy and Michelle.
Remember that time I barfed from really bad Mexican food? So gross.
I hate throwing up in public.
Oh, me too. Oh.
They walk the walk.
God, this underwear is totally riding up my butt.
They talk the talk.
Romy, did you lose weight?
All I've had to eat for the past 6 days are gummy bears, jelly beans, and candy corn.
God, I wish I had your discipline.
But at their high school reunion...
Are you going?
I'd rather put this out in my right eye.
Okay.
They'll be in a class by themselves.
We can go to the reunion and just pretend to be successful.
Oh my God.
From this point on, we are sophisticated, successful career women.
Which one of these guys will I have sex with at the reunion?
Touchstone Pictures presents...
That hurt, but it looked really good.
Mira Sorvino.
You have absolutely no proof that you're cuter. Okay, who lost their virginity first?
Oh, big wow with your cousin Barry. I wouldn't brag about it.
Lisa Kudrow.
I'm sorry, I couldn't find my top.
In a story of the blonde...
What does this remind you of?
Meeting the blonde.
Oh, I know. This lady is totally sick.
Romy and Michelle's high school reunion.
And what are you picking on us for, anyway? We are not the ones who got fat. We're pregnant, you half-wit. Well, I hope your babies all look like monkeys.
Oh, high school. Yeah, definitely having fun with that. I wonder who anybody out there guessing who am I? Do I like Romy or Michelle more? Questions. But yeah, we're doing a high school reunion. I am in charge of a few things, but entertainment's one of them. So gonna see what we can do for entertainment, and also I want to do a memorial because we've had a lot of classmates pass, so I kind of want to recognize them and make sure we don't forget everybody, because they were there when we graduated, and some of them, we actually have some that didn't graduate. So we'd like to always be recognized. So yeah, we got that going. But other than that, what else was I gonna talk about? Yeah, because I love that. Romy and Michelle, I've owned it. Like, I've owned the VHS. Like, I love that movie. So it's like I've been enjoying the process of getting the what was I call it? We're just getting involved all over again. And now it's like 2023. So I'm class 2003. Class 2023. So it's 20 years later. Now everybody can we can kind of just hang out like as adults. And but I don't know. Some people still believe it's high school. So we'll see. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great time. But that being said, getting closer to the end of the show, I got about 14 more minutes. About 8 more minutes. I'll hang out. I did send out some invites to some people that want to come on, and if you're watching, thank you for watching. And if it's okay, so this show is about just kind of like reminiscing some stuff and talk about movies. And so we'll talk about a few things I got, because I do have an upcoming show. I am going to have Jesse D'Angelo. He's going to be on here on March 6th. So we'll be promoting his new book. Dying Sheep, You've Been Warned. Dude, Jesse writes books insanely fast, so this is gonna be fun episode we're gonna have. Definitely is someone I can learn from. I love the way he posts things on social media, where he breaks everything down and he talks about it. I love the way he does everything. And this book's already gonna be on sale on Amazon, so just be see me promote it. But this is I mean I love it. He's a writer, he's an actor, he's a filmmaker. Like he does everything else too, so it's pretty cool. But we'll have him here March 6th. And then I have some other people that'll be coming on. I haven't got confirmed yet, but yeah, I know I'll be starting there. So the show is actually, like I said, shifting a little bit, not a whole lot different. This is right now. Once I get this kitchen renovation and restroom renovation done, which I hope it should. It always kind of take less. Feels like it's getting smaller and smaller, but yet farther and farther, because it just I don't know some of the stuff I find problems as you go, and it don't mean I don't find problems like oh there's a wall or something that needs to be go down or up. No, I find issues like I'll get something stuck. Like I had to do a 2x4, got stuck wrong into the wall, and it took me like a whole day to get. I had to because also I as I was going, it broke the bit and it like sharded. It ate the star. It ate the bit of the back of the screw, so I couldn't even get it out. So I had to literally like turn it just little by little, light by little, so I can get the wood out, and things like that happen. But you know, we as a filmmaker, we do understand that Murphy's Law does exist. I'm highly aware of it. So what can go wrong will go wrong. So you have to prepare for it. So I don't see problems when I see things. I just see a bunch of solutions. So which is the best one we can do, or which is the one we should do? You know, which is the most common. But this is why I also forgot that I put "Let's Go" and I forgot to write "Let's Go." Like, it's keep it going is what I meant to write. It's keep it going. But yeah, because this show's gonna keep going. It's gonna be now on my network, so you'll be able to come back and archive it here. I also have My Manic Mondayz Facebook page up if you need to get a hold of me, or you have anything you want to share on there, movie related or mental health related. You can just look for me up on the Facebook. And if you on the Indie Escape Network and you're wondering where I'm at, I'm here on my thing, but you'll see me pop up on Crowd the Fun and other shows. I'm pretty sure I'll still be helping out producing End of the Night shows. It's my favorite show on the internet. With David Lee Madison, Scott Schiaffo, and Joe Ridley. Sometimes Joe needs a sub, and I'll tag in. And it's one of my shows it's the show that got me here. So you know, always gonna shout out and love those guys. So we'll see. What else I was going to say? Oh, yeah, so we're coming down. But I did want to share something with you guys because, like I said earlier, I have my brother here, and we've been playing in the Rec Basketball League. We're going on our game number 6. Yeah, so we got 6 game, and then we're sitting at, what are we, 3-2 right now? And if we win next week, I think we're the 1 seed. And then we're going to the playoffs with a 4-team division race for the championship. But I want to show people that you know I do the little highlight. I got a little highlight move here, so enjoy. And that's what we call a no-look pass. Yeah, it's funny, brother to brother. So it's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I move slow with certain things because I'm taking it in. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying spending time with my brother. I enjoy spending time with my son. I enjoy spending time with my girl. I enjoy spending time with just the people I'm around, just so we can, you know, I think life's moving a lot faster than I don't know, for some reason, I just feel the days go by so fast. And I wake up early, so I'm taking naps during the day. So you know, I usually snap with my son, and those moments to me are happy and priceless. So as this shift starts happening and things are going to shift a little bit here, we'll see a different environment, same show, but I'm learning about this show. I'm learning what I love about it. I'm learning where it needs to, where I can share. And I love basketball. I do love playing it. So the rec league is having fun. We're almost done. You know, we're about 3/4 of the way done to the season, and I don't know. I think if you can find something or find a community of people or find something that you enjoy, and if you stick with it, learn it, study it, or just spend time around it. I don't know. You don't have to like be like a hardcore basketball player. If you just want to be around it, you enjoy it. You enjoy it. But I always say just, I mean, when you start focusing on a craft or a hobby or a skill, you start forgetting about the noise on the outside. And it helps you like really get good at something that you can focus on, something that you can. I mean, look at this is my buddy Gabe. I have this video still loaded here because look at Gabe can do. Gabe is such a this is Gabe Simbolista, and he has a symbolistic cynicism on the indie escape. So check this out. Wow. See, that's beautiful, Gabe. I forgot I have that loaded here from like I guess a year and a half ago when I we had him. I need to have him back on. We got to talk about it. Talk about what he's been up to. 'Cause he's also been working with Cindy, and they are working on Horror Able. So maybe we could talk about that. 'Cause I do. Oh, I do have a video somebody to share. But you know, you work on yourself, you work on your talents, you work on whatever. You know, and by say when you focus on something, you know, focus on yourself, or you focus on your abilities to like anything you enjoy. You know, even if you struggle at things, when you work on them, you get better. As we can tell, as you've been walking, if you watch any of my shows from Side by Side, My Manic Mondayz, any podcast I do, when I got to read out loud, I still suck at it. And I work on it, but I suck. I'm not really good at reading out loud, but hey, whatever. I get put on the spot, I guess. I don't know. I don't care. But I got some good news because I do want to say I have moved on I'm gonna move forward on some of the stuff I'm working on. So I'll share with you right now. I do have a fan film I'm working on. I've been working on it for a minute, so now I'm back at it. It's called I Got Stuff Too. It's a continuation. It's a sequel, or I'm a fan sequel of a Scott Schiaffo's short movie on YouTube. It's called I Got Stuff, and yeah. So I've added. So I basically what I had the first part. I broke the little short into three phases, and I had finished that first phase, and I kind of let the other two fall to the side. But now I've written out the phases and where they need to go from. So I have my my handy dandy notebook here, one of them many. Yeah, so I know where I'm going with it. I know where we're going on to the next level. I know where the next part of the story is going. So now we got to get down to just writing it, and then because what I'm doing with this one is I'm doing illustrations and writing at the same time. Now, I wanted to do this as a short at first, as a live action short, but then after talking to Scott, I kind of got the idea of doing a animation. So that's why I'm working on this one, at least doing some animations and then some voiceovers working on it. So everyone can see me as I'm working on this. And then also got Wits End 2. Where are we at over here? I always got it loaded in here too. There we go. Wits End 2. There's Wits Ends. So I recommend watching this movie. I have the okay from the film creator himself, David Lee Madison, to work on a sequel, just as a fan film. They're not giving me budget or anything. It's me doing it myself. But there we go again. Scott Schiaffo, Brian O'Halloran, David Lee Madison. This is a independent movie of all independent movies. David Lee Madison made a movie by himself with his own money and just alone, you know. And I would always encourage any first-time filmmakers to give this movie a watch. If you're interested in watching a movie, or you want to watch an independent movie, or you want to support an independent, watch this movie. Let's find out where it's at. I believe it's usually it usually hangs out on Tubi, but we'll find out real quick because I still need to. I've been talking about this for a minute, but the fact that I'm able to talk about the what do you call it, renovation, and how it's helped me move on for like other projects so I can focus on. But yeah, I have the idea basically out of what I want to do with this. I just don't have a story yet with what's in 2. Summer of Steve, SOS. Where is it? Why isn't it coming up? There it is. Oh, because I forgot the apostrophe. That's why. All right. Let's see. What was I gonna say about that? Yeah. So it's from it's on from 2022, and it's on Freevee. So let's show you real quick where it's at. Whitson is located on Freevee. And just in case you need to see, boom, 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 boom. This is one of my. I'm already seen this one. I gotta watch this again, but this is one of my favorite. Well, let's watch the trailer. Hold on, there's a trailer here. There's Brian Halloran.
But you know what's kind of worrisome?
What's that?
I always was told that when there was that little ring around the moon like that, that means it's gonna snow.
You're out of your mind, man. It's in the 50s. That's why we're out here on a February night. It's never gonna snow.
Knew we should have went to the quick stop.
Steve.
Oh, there's roads washed out down there.
This is him. He's doing this alone, dude. You watch it on Freevee. Yeah, I love that movie because it's a great fan movie. Like, it's a great independent movie. And let's see, we got some comments here. It's Tubi. Yeah, here we go, Joe. Just got home from work. I know, man. Joe with the 50-hour work days, but hey, still gets it done, right? Yeah. So Wits End too. So working more or less on just these fan movies that I like, and they're mainly because they're made. I'm making them on my time, and they're not really there. There's no expectations. I just like giving them the heads up. Because with Scott, I do plan on, when we do make this one, he does have a charity called Angels and I'm sorry, Scott, Angels and Animals. I keep forgetting, but we'll find it real quick. And it's right here. Click it here. The angelsofanimals.org. So anything that we can do with that. Hey, what's up, Sean? It's my original OG right there, Sean Smithson from Smithson's Creation. Woodworking creation. If you guys need any handcrafted woodwork, Sean is the man. Follow him on the gram, and follow him on Facebook. He will post a lot of the stuff that he's making. He's got his own workshop. Very creative person, cool guy. Met him here on met him online. Met him through the Escape, but man, he's a great personality, and you get to see some of the stuff he's done with the network as well. What's up, Sean? Always love having you. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about with everything that My Manic Mondayz begins. I want to kind of be more of a kind of just donate where I can, and I really don't have a charity myself. So I talked to Scott, and I was like, "Is it cool if I help donate, help promote your place and your donations?" So he said, "Cool." So yeah, the angelsofanimals.org is where I will be giving some of my my money whatever I make, because I'm also planning on selling t-shirts and whatnot, getting some merch going. That's another thing we're working on here at the Casa de Robles. Thanks, brother. You're too kind. Yeah, man. I should just go to your. I should show them. I should show the people. Maybe next time I'm gonna have you on, Sean. Don't worry. I'll have you on. We'll talk about all your stuff. Yeah. And then Sean has he can take an idea and you need to put it on. I mean, anything actually, not just a piece of wood. But if you want to put it on a piece of wood, just talk to Sean. He'll take it here. and he puts it here, and he gives you this thing, and you're gonna enjoy it, and you're gonna love it because it's handcrafted. I think that's the big skill, that someone takes the time to put something into it. And I think that's also with like all these like digital stuff. You even notice like my graphics, like this graphic sucks. Like, and I was like, I need to change my my ideas. Look at this. I've spray painted. I was like, nah, just get it over. I got it. The idea is just to get it out. Like, you just got to get started. So now I want to fix this and make this a lot better and clean it up, because that's not my best work, and I'm not gonna show that. But for my time and what I've been doing, I'm like, all right, this is where we're at right now. But like I said, when you do something handcrafted, even if it's digital, you still have to put time into it. That being said, we'll talk about one last thing, and then I'm gonna let everybody go. So again, hang out about 9:15, so I get back started at 9:30. At least work for another hour and a half. At least tape and flow, because I want that stuff dry by the morning. And then I gotta lay out the tile, and then I gotta do the cuts, because I gotta put the ring around the toilet. Ring around the toilet, it's gonna suck. I think the fact that that ring, I've done it before with the tile, but it is a pain in the butt, and I think I need to go buy another. I need to go buy another. What do you call it? Blade, a diamond blade for the for my I have a towel cutter. All right, so here we go. Last topic we're gonna talk about tonight. Let's see what we got. Oh no, who's this? Who crashed the party? Who invited this guy? Dad, it's 9 o'clock. What are you doing up? Just messing with you, pops. That's my dad, everybody. That's Charlie. That's the guy. There we go. I don't think he understands what the show's is, but it's okay. We'll explain it to him. All right, so we all know here. We'll talk about this real quick, because this is also something that I think we need to be talking about just a little bit more. Because as we all know, I posted my Jason David Frank interview on, what was it? There you go. Back on, what was this? I think it was December 15th. Yeah. So I want to just talk about it real quick, because this is, part of the mental health aspect of my show, because this is where we find out where movies and mental health meet, right? And I want to say thank you to all the new subs. I did not expect that. I did not see that coming. Yeah. So here we go. Like, I posted the interview on December 15th, and just threw it out there, as busy as I was with everything I had to do, and as much as I've been just staying busy, I gotta say, this interview, I've gotten a lot of great feedback. I've gotten a lot of people like reach out to me. I've had a lot of people say, like, even the comments, like, even when you go down in the comments, like the top comment that has 110 likes, which I'm learning about YouTube and all this. You're gonna see is like, oh, this caveman's learning. Yeah, we'll see. And then we'll see in a year how I look, right? How I learn. This interview is priceless. He really is letting us in even more than usual. He trusted you. It's a super heavy Chris 9345, but like the positivity and all the nice things that have come from this, as I've seen, is I don't know. I gotta say it's been an eye opener, is what I want to say. I never thought that I would ever be in the position where I'm at now. I never thought I was going to be meeting people. I never thought I was going to be doing this. I saw I just started seeing a lot of things I wanted to do, and I just started opening up a little bit more. My favorite part of this interview are the conversations that aren't recorded, or the 15 minutes I spoke to Jason David Frank before we did the interview, and then like the last 15 minutes we're just hanging out. Those 30 minutes are probably, like, in my memory bank, are probably the most things I hold on to and dear. It sucks that he's gone, and in the way that he's gone, in the matter of self-deletion and whatnot. But his story is very important to me, because to me at that point, I mean, I even say it in the video. Even when you look at me, I look like a damn fanboy. I can't. Sorry, everybody. I was trying to hold it in, but I'm like, dude, I've been avoiding this guy because I'm gonna fanboy when I meet him. Now I finally meet him, and look what I get. Like, I wasn't. Look, I can't even talk about it now. I get sort of like excited, because I was just like, dude, you got to meet like one of your role models. But I wrote it knowing he was one of my favorite role models, because I didn't realize how much impact he was on me even after, as I got older, and as I started getting out of high school and college and whatnot. And you start navigating life, and you got to look for somebody or something to help you out, or something that someone you can relate to, or something. And when there's little versions of you, and there's little of, I mean, when I say there's little of nothing of you, like, it's hard you can find people you can do and hang out with, and know who you can trust. Trust is a big thing, and that's why I think mental health it's about trust. I've been saying this a lot with people. A lot of my I've been reaching out to people that are open about their mental health, and I'm saying that it's not more or less what people say about you; it's what you say about you. It is a little thought in your head that you're upset with or that makes you happy. It's you, so you're in control of that. That being said, there's a lot of things that get in the way of that, from my experience of learning how to like navigate through life. Meeting somebody that what I thought was a foolproof, mental toughness, something that couldn't be broken, which I was just, he was so down to earth, so cool. It actually did affect me a lot when he passed. I guess I'm gonna admit it now. I kind of shut me down a little bit because I was pissed off. And I was depressed about it. Like it like triggered my depression in a sense that I never hadn't felt in a minute. So I had to figure out how to get out of that because I have a 4-year-old running around. I can't be depressed with a 4-year-old. Like I don't want it to rub off on him. So I'm learning, right? That's why people like Scott mean so much to me, man. Because Scott's so honest and open about his past. So in anything you always look up at Scott interviews, man, he'll lay it out, man. And then when you meet him in real life, oh, he's even cooler. He's going to be in Pensacola this weekend. So if you get a chance, him and the cast of Clerks are going to be there. I totally would have been there. I was ready to buy my tickets and everything, but I got that switch. I'm telling you, and there's a huge life event this weekend. Like Saturday and Sunday are huge events that I'm having to go to, which are going to be pretty fun. But like I said, I would love to go to a convention, getting ready to go to any convention here in Texas. I know we got some coming up in the beginning of the month. I try to see the Lois and Clark one. We'll see with the Dean Cain and Terry Hatchard. It's already probably sold out and whatnot. But I got to look around and see what I can get. I think actually tonight might be the last night. But that being said, these conventions are great for people that, to me, where I feel I can be myself, where I feel like I can, let me get out of this. But yeah, it's got quite a lot of views. It's got over 25,000 views, and that means somebody out there is maybe watching or listening. And but I'll say that you don't appreciate someone until they're gone. And then the fact that you can actually go back and archive all the awesomeness that they left us, and you see it and you're like, why? That's kind of the thing about it, that you're like, okay, what's going on? Like, there's something here. I kind of think about it as, I don't overthink about it, but it's more like he was listening to everybody, and I think something kind of got to him. But I don't want to get too deep into that conversation, because I do respect him, and I don't want to talk anything about him, because he's inspired me so much to the point that I took a lot of this depression that I was overbuilding, and I was trying to figure out how do you get it out? How do you figure this out? You don't want to think about it all day, and you don't want to you don't really want to dwell on something. So how do you get it out? How do you figure this out? How do we do it? Well, I mean, I have books. I learned this in college, by the way. I learned it when I was younger to write notes down. Well, I have a story I need to kind of make about my first time when I was in LA. I ran into somebody that inspired me and influenced me to do something a lot, and was writing down. I write down a lot of my notes. So I wake up early, and that's what I do. I do my exercises, which I'll start sharing with people, because my brother is actually asking me to post them, because he's been noticing I do my, I'm up at 4 a.m. I work for about 4 hours, and then I get ready to go to work. Oh no, it's changed now. Now it's 2.5, because I got to take time to get ready and then drive and whatnot. But still, I was doing this for a long time and beating myself up about it. But I want to say that here we go. So I have, because of that, because of Jason David Frank, and because of everything of the conventions, and now I want to get better at doing my own work, and I want to start focusing on things, focus on myself, really start just working on what I can do for myself. So I did this post on my YouTube talking about The Power Within, a Jason David Frank inspired fan comic book. Now, as I've been talking about Within, I've been talking about I've Got Stuff too. I do. I'm even trying to figure out a way to get a on our own spec script going. So a lot of things I like doing, but this one right here. I had to take a little break, because it got to the point where I was like, I got a really good story here, so I want to take a step back and let it kind of grow, because I was trying to force it out, and it's not really good. What's the filmmakers saying? We don't force it, or you'll have to fix it. Just let it happen on its own. That being said, I've been working on. Let me give you some little updates. I'll post. I have the beginning, how we start the comic book out. I have. Yeah, here we go. So I started working on, I got this horizontal book. Oh yeah, here on my other. See, this book is helping me out. It's a little bit more. I can stretch out my ideas a little bit more. But yeah, I've been writing on a lot on this. So where are we at here? Where are we at? So I'll write down a lot of my ideas as well. and then from there, so here's like the original. So this is the original blueprint of the book. So then as I'm going on, I'm learning how to add things, divide things. Like I'm learning how to put, oh God, what happened here? I'm learning how to put things, I don't know, something in there, chocolate or something. You know what I love? I love when I'm working on a project and I open my book and there's a little note left behind for me. We could probably find one real quick. Watch, check it out. Let's see. There's always like a little note left for me. Let's see. Let's find a little note. We'll find ourselves a quick, there we go. There's one. So there you go. Find little notes that my son leaves me. So you see that? He left me a note. Left me another note. So that's always, that really does, you know, those little moments when you're like, all right, check it out. But yeah, so no, I've here still working on a lot of, I was just creating the world, the environment I was doing for the book. And then just keep it going. I think that's the whole idea of this episode. Just let's just keep it going. I didn't want to like start from scratch. I don't want to, like, everything I have, it's still good. Let's keep going with what we have. And working with these ideas that I've had that were inspired by somebody that I got to spend a little time with. You know, I didn't know him personally, and we weren't friends, but I was just something like, I was like, man, I could have, like, I was so close. I could have, like, probably been cool with him. And, you know, he still has you could still go to Train Me JDF, which I'll probably do a video about. And that's his online karate school, or you could learn. He teaches things like sounds funny, like when I, it's like, not funny. It sounds awkward when you say stuff like that. Like, he teaches you things because then it's like you saw what he did, but at the same time, and like that's decision. That's him. That was his personal decision. I'm not gonna hold it against him. I'm just gonna learn from what I can and move forward from there. It is a thing of, like I said, serious. This is what the whole thing about the whole channel, me being like alone now, so I can really say what I want. I don't have to worry about holding back or say anything, and I don't have anybody to be accountable but myself. That being said, like, we can all, you know, it's hard to figure out what you're doing. Like, I mean, I had to learn how to do all this. It took me forever to learn how to, like, carve time out for myself, get a schedule, and you know, I one thing I do, I showed that picture of Mark earlier, back when he was in Tacoma at the baseline bums, boom, but back then, you know, see that. This is also right before that trip happened, because I had this going for me. Look at that, my long hair, my beard, just letting it all go. The Austin guy, you know, and what was that, Laguna Beach. But I enjoyed that. I told these stories with my brother, and I was showing him how I got here, and we came about this, and he was just like, "Look at you, bro! You look all happy and stuff." It's fun. I enjoy sharing ideas with my brother and having fun, just having him around. But I'm gonna let go of this episode. I didn't realize it's already gone about an hour and a half. I wanted to hit about 90 minutes. I didn't want it to get it too deep. Just slowly coming back. I do miss doing a podcast. I hadn't done it in 3 weeks. I tried picking up another podcast with the wrestling. It didn't work out. What they want, the production wise, and where I can bring. It was a little too much, and I didn't want to waste their time, so we went separate ways. But it got me to focus more on my own stuff, and you know, I do know how to do a broadcast, but I'm learning that there's more to this than meets the eye, like Transformers. So I would like to, like, kind of, you know, figure out more of this on my own time, what we can do with my show. But it's always going to be here Monday nights on YouTube, Facebook, and we'll see. I got it on Twitter, but I'm not big on Twitter. I got like no followers. But I don't want my Twitter. I don't. Twitter's my least favorite of everything. But I shouldn't have shared that. But with that being said, show's about over. I got about a few minutes left. I just want to say thank you for everybody hanging out. I saw consistently 4 to 5, 6 people in here, 7. I saw up to 9 people at one time. So thank you for hanging out with me. And we'll see where I move on from it. So these are also timestamps. So I'm sharing all this stuff with y'all, so y'all can call me on it. Hey, where's your What's In 2 movie at? Where's your I got stuff too, you know. I work on this stuff. I think it's time for this stuff to come to life. So remember, I'm got my spaceship going. I'm farther than that though. Spaceship is farther than that. So, well, not spaceship, my space station. But all right, thank you everybody for hanging out. We post some stuff on YouTube. It's really grow my channel a little bit more. And yeah, every Monday night I'll be down here. So talk to you later. Peace.